Yo! What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Moody, your coach of the Westchester Weavers, and today we are back with some more GPL action, and we are in playoffs. Yes, I know you're saying we haven't seen a GPL game in a while uploaded. Well, funny story is I actually did make a video with one of my last matches before I went on vacation, and then for whatever reason it just didn't go up, and then I was just like, whatever. And then there was a little bit of like a 4-game stretch where I was going to record all 4 games at the same time, but one of the games was like I didn't play, like one of the dudes, and I was kind of just like trying to play him just so I can have those 4 matches, and I would get back on schedule with our like last game of the season, and then it just like didn't work out. It was like really weird, but we finished 5-3 with wins coming against Polish, Aaron, man, why am I blanking? Oh, Neon, and then who else would I be? Ryan, and the 5th was kind of like I'm considering it a win because I tried to message this guy and it didn't work out. So, but like I don't know. So I'm counting that towards my win. But I finished 5-3 with losses coming into Shanks, Illusion, and Dougie. But we're here, and we are playing Villages, coach of the Werder Brelooms. Now, I played Villages last season, and we lost 1-0, unfortunately. I don't even know if I uploaded that game. I must have. I don't know. I can't remember if I was uploading games at that point in GPL lore. I think I was. But we lost 1-0. It was a pretty close game, but I know he's pretty good. So this game is going to be really tough. He has a very, very scary team with Mega Aerodactyl, Ditto, Tapu Bulu, Disudai, or Decidueye. Oh my god. I keep on saying Disudai. Jay's going to be mad. Decidueye, Cobalion, and Alakazam. While on my side of the field, we got Mega Gallade, rocking, I want to say, enough speed to outspeed Cobalion, and then Poison Jab, Shadow Sneak, Drain Punch, Earthquake, and 252 attack. This is just to hit hard and as hard as possible. Shadow Sneak is for Alakazam and Decidueye. Earthquake is for Cobalion. Poison Jab is for Big Man Bulu. While Drain Punch is there just to hit hard in general and just to get some health back. This can't really do much to Aerodactyl, but Aerodactyl is going to blow me back with a wing attack anyway. And then to Ditto, I mean, like, Shadow Sneak is kind of risky to have with him having Ditto, but I felt like it was necessary, especially against Alakazam and Decidueye. Then next we have Wheezy F Baby. I'm hotter than Uganda, yes. And Wheezy F Baby, and the F is for Fire Blast, Will-O-Wisp, Sludge Bomb, and I want to say Pain Split. And this is pretty much to basically be my Bulu switching. Bulu kind of just like wrecks my team a little bit. Just in general, my team struggle against like really offensive grass types, and as you can see on Villages' side, he has 2 of the best offensive grass types in Bulu and Decidueye, and they are definitely going to be a problem for my team because not only are they hit hard, they are bulky and have access to pretty good recovery with Bulu with Grassy Terrain plus Leech Seed combo, and Decidueye with Roost. So, got to be very careful. Next, we have our beautiful, beautiful beauty, the Melodic, with Skull, Toxic, I believe Haze, and Recover. Pretty much, this is a Flame Orb set, but pretty much what I did was I stacked more so into Special Defense, like a lot, like heavily invested in. Primarily because after Flame Orb, I mean, even on max defense, I'm going to get wrecked by Decidueye and Bulu. But if I just have the Flame Orb on and the Burn activated, Marvel Scale activated with like very little defense investment, Aerodactyl and Cobalion kind of, I don't want to say get walled, but like they turn most of their attacks unboosted into 3-8 KOs, or close to 3-8 KOs, and depending on what they go for it. And then next we have our lovable Banks. Banks the Fortress with Rapid Spin, Gyro Ball, Volt Switch, and I believe Stealth Rocks. pretty much to also be an alternative switching to blue, Cobalion, Decidueye, Aerodactyl. Though the Aerodactyl could have Fire Fang, so got to be careful about that. And then next we have our hero in yellow, our Gashbell. The Heliolisk rocking Choice Scarf, max special attack, max speed, max speed to speed tie a Choice Scarf Ditto, and Heliolisk is Choice Scarfed as well, and it has Hidden Power Ice, Volt Switch, Hyper Voice, and I believe Thunderbolt. And this is just to come in, hit hard, switch out, pivot out, and just be in and out, and just be a nice little pivot. And, you know, just kind of mess around and get a triple-double, hopefully. And then finally, we have our 50 Cent, aka Zygarde 50%. 50 Cent is rocking with, like, Sludge Wave, 1,000 Arrows, Toxic, and Extreme Speed. Kind of a little janky set. Not gonna lie, Sludge Wave is for Bulu. I do have a tad bit of investment into it. And then 1,000 Arrows is for Cobalion and Aerodactyl. And then Extreme Speed is to, I think at like below 50%, Alakazam dies with Extreme Speed, if I do recall the calcs correctly. And Toxic is there to just kind of lay Toxic down in the Decidueye, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be the switch-in, just judging on this team. I didn't really want to boost. I didn't want to bring like a boosting Zygarde primarily because of Ditto. I was a little worried about that. That's why I did not put Dragon Step on it. Mons I probably should have brought. Looking at this matchup, I probably should have brought Volcarona. I don't know why I didn't bring it. I was a little worried about a couple things, and it might have been a little hard to boost on Volcarona with like Aerodactyl. Even like a blue Choice Scarf, like Stone Edge, like an HP, then like even like a Focus Sash HP Rock Alakazam, and then like even Cobalion, Stone Edge, and then and Ditto too. Though Ditto with Quiver Dance would being like, even if it cops these Volcarona stats, I could just Quiver Dance again and be better than it. So I feel like there was a set there, and to be totally transparent, I did kind of rush this team a little bit. It was just a busy week for me for the game that we play life, and but I felt kind of okay going into this. I was just like, all right, if I can get rid of this Bulu, and then I think we can make it happen. But that's gonna be easier said than done, right? So let's get into this match. So we lead off with Gashbell. We know we're probably gonna be the fastest thing here outside of like a Scarf Alakazam. So he goes in and leads just right off with Big Boy. So we Volt Switch out into our dedicated switch into Banks. I went Banks here because I was a tad bit worried about getting Zen Headbutted here, and him protecting that right off the top. But he went for the Leech Seed right here. So my damage with Volt Switch is negligible with Grassy Terrain and Leech Seed damage. I decided to Volt Switch again, trying to catch him on a switch or something like that. So I just Volt Switch right here, and then go right into Weezy F Baby. And then we decide to go right for the Wisp right here, and we catch the Alakazam, and he is in fact Magic Card. If he wasn't, that would be bad on his part. But we just decided to go right into Banks right here. Now this was a bad play on my part, and I will admit I should have gone into Melodic here. I don't know why. I kind of wanted to save Melodic for a couple other things, but seeing as how he had double grass, it should have been better. It would have been the better play to go into Melodic, like 100%. I was just a little worrisome of like an E-Ball, getting hit by an E-Ball early on. And he crits me on the Psychic, but I'm thinking I can live another one and Leech Gyro and hurt this thing a little bit. But he goes for Hidden Power, and by it being super effective, it's definitely Hidden Power Fire. I was a tad bit surprised. You could have talked me into it being Hidden Power Ice if he was gonna rock Hidden Power. But I mean, I guess he could have rocked like Dazzling Gleam or something, or I guess he had other answers for Zygarde, and he wouldn't necessarily want to keep Alakazam in. It makes sense, but like, I don't know. I was just like kind of trying to read the situation a little bit. I actually thought he would switch here, and maybe go into Decidueye or Bulu or something like that. but he decides to stay in, and we lose banks, which is really bad. We lose the turn 5. Not the best situation to be in. So we go right into Zygarde. He doesn't have hidden power eyes, so I feel comfortable going right into it and just thousand arrow right here. And he goes into Decidueye, which is perfectly fine. We do get a crit, which kind of sucks for him, but he gets some of it back. And then we go and toxic this thing right here, and he Shadow Balls and gets a crit on the Shadow Ball. And we judging by that damage, he is special Decidueye, which is kind of good because I did actually pack more special defense investment in Melodic, so maybe I can take like a Shadow Ball switch in and potentially take an Energy Ball as well. But that is definitely good to know, and he probably did that so he wouldn't, because of Weezing, is probably my assumption. But I'm thinking he might go for another Shadow Ball, but he actually goes for the HP Ice, which is good to know that he has, or which I assume is the HP Ice. It's definitely HP Ice. But we go into Heliolisk, and because of Heliolisk's nice special defense, it takes that relatively well. So we decide to just Volt Switch right here because why not? And he decides to stay in, and we go right into Melodic, and he goes to the Roost, and then we get the Flame Orb popping, and we decide to switch out into WZF Baby, and he goes into Ditto. Perfectly fine. We decided to just Sludge Bomb right here. I figured he would go into the Alakazam, and I was contemplating switching, but part of me just wanted to get a Sludge Bomb off and try to get some damage off on Zam, so I can put it in extreme speed range from Zygarde. And we decided to go into this, and we bounce off that Psychic. So the special defense is coming in handy, and right here we decided to go for the Scald because we know we can take it. We can take another couple. This drop is actually really unfortunate because it forces me to switch right here, and basically it puts me in a kind of awkward situation where I can't really switch in depending on who's coming in, if that makes sense. Like, I can't switch back in on a Zam, and it's gonna be really hard to switch back in on an Aerodactyl, at least like depending on what his set is. But the drop is definitely very unfortunate because if I had to get the drop, I was totally clicking recovery on that next turn. But this basically forces me to switch, and it puts me in a nice Aerodactyl range actually. So he goes for the Psychic right here, and he takes 60. I don't really have much I want to take a Psychic with. I mean, I guess I could have gone to Zygarde right there, but like I kind of want to keep Zygarde nice and healthy. And he goes in and transforms, perfectly fine. And then we go into Kal-El, and then we switch back into Zygarde. And on the switch, so I knew he wasn't going to go for HP Ice there. If anything, he was going to go for the Thunderbolt and get big damage off me. So we go into Zygarde right here. And then, in retrospect, honestly, part of me thinks I should have just taken the Thunderbolt from with Gashbell, or with Mega Gallade, and then just Drain Punched, and then just Oko to him and taking a lot of the health back. Again, I was just trying to play a little fancy, and that probably wasn't the right play. So we just 1,000 arrows right here, and it's not really doing much. Do like 17% of this Decidueye. So we go into Gashbell, and he goes into Tapu Bulu, and I'm like, yikes. So we go in and Volt Switch out, and then we go into Weezing, and he Leech Seeds right here. It kind of sucks. We're stuck on a Leech Seed, and then I think we go for Fire Blast right here. No, we go for Sludge Bomb. We're not real enough to go for Fire Blast, and which kind of sucks. I should have gone for Fire Blast. I didn't think he was going to stay in. Part of me really did think he was kind of going to stay in and like try to Zen Hembo me, and maybe I could live one and hurt the Bulu hard or something like that, but it's just not making the right reads. So he gets a lot of that health back through Leech Seed and Grassy Terrain, and he just goes for the switch right here, and then he goes into Weezing, and we just Fire Blast right here, and we get a nice chunk of health out of the Weezings. But he does get a lot of it back with the Leech Seed, and then I think we decide to Fire Blast us again. I don't know why I'm playing this reckless with Weezing, honestly, just looking back on this replay. So he goes into his Mega Aerodactyl, the Villagesaurus. I like that nickname. Shout out to you, Villages. So we go into Zygarde because we don't really have a switch in. And this guy for the Ice Fang, we just go and sack the Weezing right here. And he does have the Ice Fang. perfectly fine. And then we go into Gash Bell, and we go and just full switch right here. I think we can come in one more time, and then right here, I think we just try to overpredict, and instead we should have just drain punched him. But what are you gonna do, right? So right here, we kind of just, I don't think he's gonna. We have to switch into something, and then we just go into getting extreme speed off, and he goes for the Ice Fang. That's fine, I suppose. And then we just go into Gash Belt right here, and this is the last time he can come in. And then we just Thunderbolt right here. We Thunderbolt, and then we Thunderbolt again, win the speed tie, which is cool. Or what I assume is a speed tie. I don't know exactly if that Ditto was, but one can only assume, right? And then, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. In this situation, there's Bulu, and we're kind of fucked. So I just gotta Thunderbolt right here and just let this thing die. I can't really switch in. And then we're hoping for a hero right here. We're hoping for Cal to come through. We need a Poison Jab, and we need to kill this thing. And he is the Poison Berry, and we don't get the crit. And I'm like, we lost. But definitely a good game, man. Like, it was a good game. But I played awful. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely just didn't bring the right sets and all that jazz. I wish I played better, but you know what are you gonna do? So we're bounced round 1 of the playoffs. Definitely good luck to Bilges in the rest of the playoffs. GPL is not over. Season 4 will be coming soon. We had our draft. It's almost wrapping up. It's wrapping up. My team looks super cool, so be on the lookout for a team preview and all that jazz. But until next time, my name is Moody, and I will see you guys later. Peace!